Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, then welcome. Basically, today's video is a very requested video that I have had some notifications about after posting. I was feeling a pie and I was feeling something savory. I have made a pie before and it didn't really work out, but that's because I was just not patient. So I wanted to look for an alternative to making a quick and easy vegan friendly pie. So this is my lazy vegan pie. After getting so many requests through my Instagram, I'm finally going to make a proper video on how to make it, what I do, and how you can just skip the crazy long effort of making a pie. By all means, if you are really great at making crust and all this stuff, then you can do that, but I'm going to show you a lazy way. Ingredients we are using today is frozen corn, frozen peas and carrots, nutritional yeast, this wholly gluten-free pizza crust. It is vegan, and then this is the Silk unsweetened almond milk. You can use coconut milk if you do prefer, but I'm going to use this. It's a little less heavy. Gardein's chicken strip tenders. These are so good. Meat-free. Some flour of your choice. Cumin, oregeno, basil, or whatever seasonings you want to season it with. Salt and pepper, of course, as well. I'm going to be using the rest of this onion, so this is about like 1/4 of an onion, 1 large potato or 2 medium-sized potatoes, and then I'm going to use probably about 3 cloves of garlic. And then to add in some greens, I'm going to be adding in some baby spinach. This is actually vegan, which I am pretty pleased about. I did my research. This is the Pillsberry pie crust. Just super easy, just unroll. It's fantastic. I'm just going to chop my ingredients and have it all set on a plate so that it's super easy and quick to just make everything. So I'm going to cut up my potato, onions, and garlic, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to put this on rapid heat. So I'm just going to preheat the oven to about 375. Got my prepped food here for everything that needs to be chopped at least. So I've got my garlic, onions, and potatoes. That way it makes it easy for me to just add everything in. To add in first the onions. I love that sound. Next I'm adding in the garlic. That sit for about a minute or so, and then I'm going to add in the peas and carrots. And the corn. So put as much or as little of the ingredients as you want. I love peas and corn and carrots, of course. I just think that the texture is just amazing in the pie. So we'll let that simmer for about another minute or so it cooks. So now that the veggies are cooked and softened, I'm going to add in about a cup of milk, 1.5 cups. You just want to make sure that all veggies are drowning in milk because it will thicken up a bit. And then I'm going to add in the potatoes. So as this is heating up, I'm just going to add in some of my spices. Some spice to this, add a little bit of a mix. So boil down the potatoes a little bit. You don't have to worry about them being completely soft because we are gonna bake them. All right, so we're gonna let this boil down for about 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be completely soft, but we're gonna add in the nutritional yeast. I like a ton. So add as much or as little as you want. Make sure you mix it up well. It just kind of gives a bit of a cheesy taste to it. It's just amazing. Now we're gonna let this boil for about 10 minutes. Stir when needed. Okay, so that boiled down pretty nicely. I'm adding a tablespoon of flour. I'm going to stir that up. The flour is just going to help thicken it up. If you are celiac or just gluten-free in general, sub it for, you could do a little bit of xanthan gum. What's really nice is potato starch or tapioca starch or rice flour. If you're going to use xanthan gum, it does thicken up quite a bit, so you wouldn't use like a tablespoon, but I'm using just whole wheat flour because I'm not celiac, and that's just going to help thicken it up. Gonna add in some cracked pepper and add in my spinach. All right, I've got my gardein chicken strips, and I'm just going to put this in the microwave for a minute. The entire time it has been defrosting, but we just want it to soften up and put that in. Whenever I'm cooking, I taste test because a recipe is a recipe, but your taste buds tell the truth. They never lie. So, I'm just gonna do another taste test. Really good. Amazing. Okay, gonna transfer the chicken strips after I cut it into the mixture. Something like this. I separated a little bit into a little bowl for myself to eat now because it just tastes so good. Now we're going to put it into the pie crust. Now we're going to take one of these. It's already pre-rolled. So I took out the Pillsberry roll. Didn't let it defrost a little bit, I should have, but it basically just unrolls into a big circle pie looking thing. So I'm gonna let this I'm gonna need both my hands. So I'm taking this, unrolling it, turns into a big circle type thing, and I'm just gonna lay that over my pie. Now you may have excess. I actually don't mind it because I quite like the crust. So just pressing it over the pie and using my finger to create little indents, just like so. So I just wrapped it over and I don't mind the extras. Now we're gonna get our Snow White on and use a fork. Pretend we're the birds. And you're just going to seal the crust like so. Now this next part is gonna seem really funny, but I don't have the proper materials, so we're making do. I put the almond milk in a little bowl, just a little bit, and I'm using a paper towel to brush that on. You want to make sure you're brushing it all over the pie, and this sort of works like an egg wash. And then we're putting it in the oven for 30 minutes. Basically just watch until it gets golden brown, and we will see what it looks like later. All right, so we've set it for 30 minutes. I'm gonna keep watching it every few minutes or so. And again, it's on about 375 for 30 minutes. 40 minutes, give or take, but we'll see. Okay, so 30 minutes later, it is done. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited to eat it. This is the pie. It's quite flaky, as you can see. I've let it cool down for a little bit, but it's got all the flaky bits. If you enjoyed this type of video, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to make some more. I love eating, so any excuse to do so and cook, I will. Yeah, I will link all the ingredients and their portions or so in the description below. Yeah, in the meantime, I hope you guys give it a shot, try it. I eat it with sriracha and ketchup. It's so good that way. I highly recommend some kind of ketchup on the side. But yes, let me know. I honestly couldn't wait. I just started digging in. I won't even take a thumbnail picture. Whoops.